What's going on? This is Quamon Fowler coming to you of the Jazz Web Shed channel. And this is a lesson where I'm going to show you this cool little major arpeggio lick. And it might sound complicated, and I think it's maybe a little challenging to play, if you can say that instead of complicated, just because it jumps around. It has some gaps in between the pattern, but at the same time it's simple. So check it out. All I did was go 3 to 5, 1 to 3, and then 5 to 1. Now, all I'm going to do is add on the bottom note. So if I start on the third, I'm going to go down a half step from E to E flat. So that's what I'm going to do. And so before I go to the 5, I'm actually going to go a whole step above that 5 to the actual A. So I'm going to say, and then come down to the 5, which is the G. So I'm going, now, that's the first pattern. So I'm just going a half step below the third and going into the third. Then I'm jumping up to the 5, but instead of playing a 5, I'm going to play a whole step above the 5, and then come down to the 5. So I'm approaching the note from the bottom, the third, and then I'm coming down to the note, to the 5 from the top. I'm taking my time in explaining it because I want you to really understand it before I just kind of play it. You know, I want you to really get it. The next thing, we're going to do the next grouping. So the next one is the C going to the E. So we're just going to go a half step below the C and then play up to the C. So it's going to be B, C. And to continue the pattern, we're going to go up to the third, which is E. Now, instead of playing the E, we're going to go up above it and then come down to the E. So that'll be F to the E. So now, the next thing we're going to do is going down to the 5. All right, so here's the 5. All right, so the next pattern, we're going to go from G. So we got to approach that G. All right, half step below that G to come into it. So F sharp to G. And then the next one is the root. But instead of hitting the root, we need to go a whole step above it. Remember, above to come down on the second part of the pattern. So the bottom one is approaching. So we're going to say. Now, if you split up your lick like that, you know, then you can simplify it. So I'm just playing the bottom part of the pattern. So I told you the pattern itself without any approach notes is right there. So if we just look at 4, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, you know, that'll be. So you know, that's it. That's it. Now, if you practice it like that, like one is three groups. Is 1, is 2, is 3. Now, if you put it all together, now it sounds really cool, right? But I took my time to explain it so that you can get it, right? Now, take that line and practice it.